Ooh. We in purple today. We in galactic purple. You know what I'm talking about? We in galactic purple. Look at me. Anyways, right? Welcome to the Sunblood Network, home where you can be taught the technology of your mind and body. Right? We out here today. Woo, look at you, baby. You is beautiful. Look at you. Beautiful self. Look at you. Right? So we about to, you know what I'm saying? We about to get some new information and data, wherever the case may be. Everybody be looking at me like, look at the superstar. Look at him. That's him. Look at him. And I be looking at the world like, people today, they be looking for me to give them memories. And a lot of their memories get denied me. Whole lot. Whole, I'm trying to tell you. Whole lot. A lot of people gonna be sitting there like, damn, I remember I used to be in contact with him, and man, only if I would have just stayed as myself. Damn. Grand Rising right back at you. You know what I'm saying? More importantly, I had got on the phone with the past. This individual name was Trinity. And I'm not lying to you. I was speaking to him, right? So I was starting to understand that this is not the real Trinity. Right. I'm going to show you why. Trinity has the ability to pull herself from lower conscious to higher conscious, for one. Trinity doesn't stay in the past, for two. Thank you. She definitely doesn't. She just doesn't do that. So I get a phone call from Trinity. Well, not a phone call. I get a text message from Trinity. Well, Trinity says to me, hey, are you hanging out with an individual from the past? So I'm looking at Trinity mind like, Trinity, we don't have a future with each other. So why are you worried about what I'm doing? Why are you doing that? Yeah, this story right here is proving to me this is the fake Trinity. Yeah. Now think about it. If Trinity is with the one, Neo, she's not going to dwell within his past because on the simple fact, Neo doesn't dwell within his past anymore. Thank you. He doesn't. Okay. So when I'm looking at this Trinity, I'm like, this must be the knockoff variation. The reason why I'm saying that is because this individual, right, that I have basically escorted out of my life, keeps coming to me with past things. Like, you're trying to connect with me off based on the past? Like, yeah, we were not going to connect. You're dwelling in the past. How are you supposed to be the real Trinity, right? If I got the phone number and everything, this is not fake, this is real. How are we supposed to be the real Trinity, right? If where's your two sons? Where's your husband at? Oh, thank you for the details. Thank you. I can bypass that scene like it's nothing. The real Trinity already have two sons, supposedly supposed to be married. Right. And then she leaves the whole thing and she goes with Neo. The reason why that is because the life that Trinity was living, right? Was it the real life that she was supposed to be living? So this individual right here look more like a spy. Yeah, what are you doing? Get the fuck away from me. Shit is crazy. I'm looking at people like, you trying to connect with me based on what happened the past 2 years ago? This was so funny about the person. I asked him, I said, what year are you in? Pay attention. I'm in 2026. I was like, Yeah, I'm not in 2026. It's definitely not the real Trinity. Trinity knows like the years are fake. Trinity would never say it's 2026. She would tell me like I can't tell you what year it is. Thank you. That's just what they said in there. That's how I know you a knockoff version. You gotta be AI. You ain't the real version. I'm literally watching the setups. Like he walked you into a whole setup. He asked you like, "What year is it?" Oh, it's 2026. That lets you know like that's not her. Trinity would never tell you that. Trinity would never tell you it's 2026. Trinity knows like it's not 2026. Trinity knows like there is no such thing as years. So when that Trinity said it's a year, that's the clone. Setups. Everybody expose themselves because the one already knows. Got it? All right. So the clone Trinity, if you harass me by texting me, emailing me, calling me, right? I would turn this evidence in to the police and I would have them lock you the fuck up. Do you understand? All right. The fuck away from me. The real one will come to me. It's always these fake motherfuckers that know certain things about certain ones and then want to get in front of they screen. I'm Trinity. You gonna believe the lie? Like, no, you're not Trinity. Where's your two sons at? Where's your husband? You're supposed to leave them. Right. You're supposed to get with him. Yeah, this gotta be a knockoff. I'm done. I'm like, this what y'all on? Yeah, this what they on. Come here. Come here real quick. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Thank you. No way you just did that. What? I told you I don't like being harassed. I told you that. I don't like being harassed. I be blocking a lot of things out from the past. I be blocking that shit out. Ever since I got my block button, I be using the fuck out that shit. Hell yeah, I be blocking a whole bunch of people on my reality. A whole bunch of them motherfuckers. They be like, bro, you blocking. I could block everybody out. I don't have to give you a conscious memory of us being with each other. That's the power that I have over you. Thank you. I know who the fuck I am. You think I give a fuck about having memories with humans? I don't give a fuck about that. I came here for something higher than a fucking human being. Shit is crazy. Check out human beings on a lower level. Like, yeah, that's why we not building any memories with you. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about that. Y'all are artificial tech bots. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of this shit. You motherfuckers don't even have souls. You're not eternal beings. Okay? Alright, don't nobody give a fuck about y'all. Shit, I came here for a higher purpose. Understand that. Got it? Alright. And a lot of people feel sad. A lot of people even I ain't even gonna say that, but a lot of people feel sad. All people feel sad. Because they're looking at the one like, I thought you came here to like help us. I ain't come here for none of that shit. Why would I come here? Pay attention. Why would I come here to elevate you, right? Make you better based on the memories that you gave me? Yeah, look, let me show you. Let's say a higher conscious come through, right? Higher conscious there to help you and everything. All the people start working against the higher conscious, even children. Yeah, that's the script that everybody's obeying, right? Okay, so how do you all expect someone to come through and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna save all you people"? How you expect that? Huh? Oh, now what's happening is this: pressure from the system is being applied on individuals, and a lot of individuals is getting spooked out because they chose the wrong side. And so what they're looking for is we're looking for someone to save us. Ain't nobody gonna save you. Even children, I say it again, even children worked against Christ, baby. See, what you had to understand is this, right? Christ is very intelligent, very intelligent. He would look at children and he would say to them, okay, children are innocent, right? Children are the new generation. That's what they are, aren't they? Okay, so can I ask you a question? If children know the difference between right and wrong, right? Will these children repeat the cycle of wrong? Huh? We can see it from right here. The children gonna repeat the same thing that the adults did. You're gonna say they're gonna do something different, right? Now I understand. If that's the case, right? You see the case with Carmelo Anthony and Austin. Supposedly one of them is a black kid, one of them is a white kid, right? That's just what they say about it. That's not what I know. Okay. So with that being said, or whatever the case may be, I'm looking at a bunch of white kids like, so, right? So y'all white kids feel as though, and y'all conscious, y'all could just walk up on somebody, tell them to remove themselves and to obey what y'all say. That's the new generation. Stop. That's the new generation of white people. We're watching y'all future minds through your children. Your children already got a mind like, oh yeah, if it's somebody that look black, I can tell them what to do. Because the TV is telling me that if I tell them what to do, right, and they disobey me, right, then they looked at as wrong, which means that what's going on with the consciousness is that consciously, y'all are trying to put people back in shackles. Y'all about to get fucked over. It's gonna be so fun. It is. Because what people don't understand is that something broke out of control. Now I'm gonna go back to these white kids. White kids have already basically made their decision. These is kids. Kids, kids agreed. Kids, kids based on kids like Austin, they agreed to work with the system in order to work against Christ. Thank you. So when you sit here and tell Christ like kids is just confused, they don't know what they're doing. Christ don't look at it as such. Christ look at it as, let me see, these your mama and daddies? Yeah, they did wrong? Yeah. So you gonna repeat what they do? Yeah. Everybody get off. Told you. I don't know what this whole notion of this buffer class of, oh, the kids, the kids, the kids. But it's Christ got documentation that kids was working against him. Okay? Uh-uh. It's not a sin. Y'all are not sinning. That's not what y'all doing. Your sins will never be forgiven either. Thank you. Everything that they did amongst Christ, Christ don't forgive you. That's not what he gonna do. Now, that right there, in that Bible scripture right down there, that right there, that is for the people that believe in the re-imaging and re-engineering of Christ. You're supposed to follow that. Thank you. So when it came to the truthful image of the Christ, let me show you how I made your mind move. Watch. The image of the true Christ is literally eyes of flame, hair of wool, skin of bronze. Understand? So what you got to understand in this time frame is that everyone's being tested, even children. Children are not off limits. Children can become demons, deities, and all type of shit. It's just that they appear in front of you like they're innocent, but they're not. They're not innocent at all. Yeah, children are not really like you think they're innocent creatures, don't you? I know, I understand what you're saying. When they first come out the womb, they innocent, this, that, and the third. I hear what you say, but I didn't see many of children work against Christ. I didn't see no children working with Christ. Where? Show me. I seen children lie on Christ, call him a rapist, call him a pedophile, all type of shit. I watched this shit. So when children is asking for Christ's help, they should look at the memories of what they gave Christ in order to block the help from Christ. Thank you. Have a nice day, y'all. No, the machine will save you, kids. Get behind the machine. You'll be okay, baby. I had told people I came here just for myself. And then anything that gets in the way to try to stir me into something else, I destroy it anyway. Told you. Everybody fought against Christ. So Christ looked at it as a whole as, oh, I don't have to help you. Oh, I don't have to do that. But you have a good, kind heart for myself. Okay? Everybody worked it against Christ, including children. Children are still doing it to this day. Isn't that great? You have a nice day. All right now. I just wanted to see, right, if the children were going to make a different decision from what the adults is going to do. That's it. I just wanted to see, like, you see, y'all supposed to be the innocent ones. Y'all supposed to be the ones that you took control of. Y'all misguided, everything, right? But in all the solution, y'all all put this together. Yeah, like I keep saying over and over. The case with Carlo Anthony and Austin, y'all children, y'all about to fail yourselves. Y'all is. Y'all really is. Watch. We got the proof and the documentation that kids was fighting against Christ. There you go. You don't see any of those kids saying that, no, the truth is that Carmelo was sitting there. He was really minding his own business. We was the ones that walked up to him and told him he need to leave. These is white. These are supposed to be white kids. White kids walking up to someone, telling someone, yeah, you got to leave. Like, these supposed to be kids, right? Okay. So kids feel as though the actions of what happened in so-called slavery time should still be done. You know, in slavery time, you had motherfuckers walk up to motherfuckers and tell them, "Get the fuck out of here!" And you, so-called white kids, is repeating the same thing. I would say for you white kids, thank you for showing your hate towards Christ. Christ not gonna save y'all. Y'all didn't want to save Christ. Y'all didn't. Y'all wanted to give Christ nightmares, right? In his dreams. That's why he sacrificed a whole lot of them. Children worked against Christ too. Children are not innocent beings. You may think they are based on how they appear. Children are not innocent. How children are innocent if we watching in real time that children are lying on Christ? We're watching this shit. So, being that children lie, right, and being that they're small, this is the conscience of a human. Being that it's a small body and it's a child, right? You're supposed to show mercy upon it. I'm supposed to show mercy upon liars. Those white kids know the truth. They know, like, yeah, we actually walked up to him very aggressively, right? He wasn't being aggressive with us. The only thing he said to us was, if you put your hands on me, you're going to find out. Which means he's standing his ground. That's what he's doing. He's not bothering y'all. But what it is when it comes towards artificial consciousness, right? Because that's what they are. Y'all are AI. Yeah, y'all machines. Anyways, y'all don't mean anything. Anyways, what happens is for a lot of, a certain color, that's how they forecast themselves to be. But in the inside of the technology of the mind, they're nothing more than AI. What you have to understand is this. If these people actually meant something, why do they have to attack something that's bigger than them? If you people mean something, right, how come when someone appear, right, it makes you feel some type of way where you have to control the mind? Just let y'all know everything about y'all people, bro. You people are nothing. You people are really nothing. When it comes towards the gods, you people are nothing. You people show like, yeah, God is more important to y'all. Because God is literally sitting there minding his own business and a bunch of AIs come up to him and start to bother him. That lets you know as a whole, y'all can't be what y'all are. Y'all definitely can't be. Consciously, right? I can sit amongst a bunch of people and not even bother them. I can sit a bunch of people. They ain't about to make me feel no type of way. No, but it lets you know, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. People are stuck in lost worlds. Specifically, let me show you how you make these people ignorant. Let me show you. You want to make a bunch of people ignorant? Let them work against themselves? This is what I do. I build communities full of white people. Okay. They don't understand that the environment that they are in is a trap. Pay attention so you can understand something with the tech. When you look at white communities, right? Understand that white communities know nothing about how to operate with us. The reason why that is because it is. When two minds come together, minds deal with characteristics. Right. When two minds get to know each other, there are new characteristics that are being built. Understand the average white person doesn't have the characteristic to interact with me. Thank you. You don't have the characteristic to interact with me. You're stuck in your environment with what? Just your own people, which means that you don't have enough time to interact with me. So let me show you how we do their minds. We keep white people in their environments. We hypnotize them with televisions. We build certain perceptions, characteristics within the technology of the mind. Then we send them out into the world, right? With the ignorancy that we built from the television within installed inside the technology of the mind. Understand that when it comes towards white people as a whole, white people are AI. White people could never be God. Okay. And what you have to understand is that their minds are created through television as well. And just as much as everybody else want to follow them. Okay. So these are not actually real beings. These beings don't even have souls. You can say they have a spirit, but a soul is really internal. Understand? A spirit, it's how you make it, I guess. But soul was super high tech. You understand? Okay. So what y'all have to understand is that the world that y'all created means nothing to God. Let me show you. So you can understand how God bypassed man's and woman illusion. In this day and age, Christ have man and woman with an illusion that they own the world in order to own the mind. Thank you. If I own the illusion and you believe in the illusion, then guess what? I still own your mind in the illusion. Thank you. So what happens with simply is this. You could tell that man and woman has to be AI because on a simple fact, they were only trying to figure things out in the physical plane. Right? Understand they can't understand things in a solar plane because they don't have souls. Thank you. So how does man and woman really exist if you don't have an eternal form with you? Understand that man and woman cannot receive the information and data from the sun, which means that both of y'all don't possess soul setups. So how does this physical world means anything if someone can go to war with you, with your conscious, and delete your conscious, and it don't even exist in the physical plane no more? Damn. See, man and woman's world don't exist. It just exists in the physical world. But if I decide consciously to delete your physical world, what memory do you have to go back on to remember how to be a man and a woman? Yeah, man and woman, they done lost their battle a long time ago. The goal was to become eternal. The goal wasn't to say, this is Christ, let's fight against him. Because Christ is going to come back again and whoop that ass. You understand? Man and woman is getting their ass whooped left and right. You see that? What happened? They just lost their job. They just lost their job. What happened? You had a miscarriage. Damn. Mm. Keep on whooping that ass. Keep on whooping that ass. Keep on whooping that motherfucking ass. There you go. That's what human beings understand. They understand ass whooping. No way. That's what they understand. They don't understand, hey baby, I'm trying to teach your conscious, this is that and the third. They don't understand that. They understand straight war. And those supposed to be kids right there. Because they small. They're kids. But anyone can see that their actions are straight monsters. Thank you. You literally a kid at the age of 9 to 10 literally have a mindset to be like, oh yeah, I can control other people. Like, damn, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Have a nice one. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Have a nice one. Bye. I even said that. I said, do kids have love for Christ? Oh, you'll find out. That's what I said. I was like, do kids have love for Christ? And I started to realize, I was like, due to my investigation, no. From what I was shown, kids actually hate Christ. That's what I see. That's the memory that I have in my mind. I didn't see anything else. Yeah, I seen it for myself. I was like, oh, they actually hate Christ. I just wanted to know. That's all. I do it because they always say that the kids love Christ. Come to realize, I didn't see any actions of children loving Christ. I didn't see that. Oh, we're gonna cut through here. Come on. So if the children said that they love Christ, you gotta show Christ that. You can't just tell them that shit. Okay? So with that being said, or whatever the case may be, I just wanted to know. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more different with children. Coming to realize it was the same. I remember one time, right? One of the most best of moments I ever seen in my life. I'll tell you what kids do. It was a black kid, black little boy, right? I was just walking out of the store, okay? And when I tell you these stories, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just letting you know what's around me, okay? All right. So I'm walking out of the store, right? And I have these LeBrons on. I forget what number I had on, but I had these LeBrons on. Very nice. They were very nice. Now, this is what I did, right? I'm Seminole as well. So I like to pay attention to a lot of the Seminole things that they have done. And what I did was I took a Seminole like head, and what I did was I basically attached the head to the shoe. You see what I'm saying? So to bring some uniqueness to those LeBrons, right? A lot of people don't know how to customize their own type of like, sneaker or pants. Some people are not into customization because their mind may not be into creativity. You understand? So, right, I go inside the store, minding my own business, pretty much about to get some chips and some soda. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't supposed to be drinking soda, but my childhood self wanted root beer real quick. So I can't say no to that. You know what I'm saying? Some simple chips. Let's go do that, right? Go grab what I need, walk out the store. Young black man, he walk out, young black male kid, he walk out the store too. He says to me, he like, hey. I'm like, what's up? He like, oh, your shoes are ugly. I'm like, of course, I'm looking at it like this. Of course, they would be ugly towards a black child because of the simple fact a black child doesn't know his lineage. He doesn't know history himself. Of course. So I'm just sitting there just looking at him. I'm saying shit to him. Oh, matter of fact, I actually gave him a thumbs up. Yeah, I gave him, when he said, he was like, your shoes are ugly. I was like, okay. Gave him a thumbs up. He noticed that psychologically, he was like, okay, so I just said his shoes ugly. He gave me a thumbs up. Okay, so I'm trying to beat his mind down. This a child. This a kid. This you said this a kid, right? Okay. Notice with the first comment, right? This child is psychological too. He noticed with the first comment, like, okay, I can't beat him. I can't beat him down with the first comment. You know what the second comment was? You need to die. So, what did I do to you to deserve that type of comment? This is supposed to be a black little boy. What did I do to you to deserve that comment? I walked out of the store, grabbed my chips, my soda. I ain't trying to harm you or nothing. You said my shoes is ugly. I gave you a thumbs up, right? Then after that, it leads into I need to die. Wow. Did I do anything to you? Like, no. Like, okay. Just for being creative, going to a store, grabbing what I need, being myself. Wow. And he's supposed to be my own people, right? Like, yeah. Like, oh, okay. I see why you got like you must have a tie to Yahweh. You got to. Because even Yahweh would tell you, if you destroyed this whole shit, I wouldn't look at you like you wrong. I wouldn't. Because there's no way in hell you're living a life of yourself. You're gonna get some soda, some chips, you enjoying yourself, and someone wants to wish death upon you based on you just being yourself. I see why you did what you did. You walked him into a world that was false, that he already knew was fake. That's how y'all feel. Okay. Thank you for letting me know how you feel. These are supposed to be kids, right? I'm pretty sure this is how the adults feel as well. That's okay. Annihilation is loading up today. That was unnecessary. That lets you know that the new generation, they pretty much hate their great ancestor. Ain't that the truth, right? All right. I got a bunch of whole bunch of high tech kids that ain't never said nothing like that to me before. Yeah, I know who my children is. Definitely do. Do I definitely do? They don't talk to me like that. Like that? Oh no, that must be the children from the moon or some shit. Gotta be. I'm done. Hey, you have a number? All right, great. Nice to see you again. You see the lady right there in the black? You see these two ladies? As soon as they see me, right? I'm way more psychological than robots. As soon as they see me, they literally got up and was like, let's stand behind him. What I did was, they don't understand. I just put their minds and the attention of their minds. Their attention was upon me. Their attention started following me. I led them to the line and let them stay right there. Thank you. The reason why that is because women, those two women don't look like they self. And so being that they don't look like they self, it's no need for me to interact with them. You understand? There you go. You got to always pay attention to what you interact with first, because when you go interact with things, right? I know you're going to say, well, you don't know what the interaction is going to be. You are right. But what I can see is before the interaction go into play, I can see by paying attention to the outside of them, they're not in alignment with what's in the inside of them. Thank you. So the actions get declined. All three of them, look. All three of them, look. You see them right there? Let me show you. Hold on, my bad, my bad. You see them right there? All three of them. As soon as I came up, they all was looking at me. They all stood up and got in line. So let me ask you a question, right? Why were they waiting on me? whatever that was going to be played out, it's not going to play. Thank you. Majority of people are only concentrating on one thing and one thing only: to give bad memories to themselves in order to give bad memories to the next individual. And with that being said, I am the son. So I play as the son. I will put things into play and I will watch them from afar. Thank you. That's just what I did. I just did the shit in front of you. Like, no way, off of attention. You could get the whole body and the mind to move for you. Right. Bring the body and the mind right to the line. Back door. Walk out the line. Thank you. Well, shit. At least I know I'm in a world where the illusion of children have been discovered. Yeah, because that illusion right there, boy, you'll get lost in that illusion. Hell yeah, you'll get lost in that illusion, right? Where you'll be like, these is kids. Like, no, I hear what you're saying. Hell yeah, I hear what you're saying. And can you pay attention to the actions of what they're doing though? Like, oh, thank you. I mean, let's pay attention here, right? If you go watch the movie Blade, right? There's a little cute. She's a cute. When I say she is so cute. When I look at that little girl, she is so adorable. When you go watch the movie Blade, right? They got a black. They got a. I ain't gonna say a black woman. They got a goddess in there, right? And she's very beautiful. Chocolate little girl, beautiful. But then, right? They got another. How can I say? They got another. How can I say this? They got another. I would say black girl in there, right? Young, right? Very young, or whatever the case may be. And the thing about the whole situation was she was a child and she knew who Blade was, but she decided to work with Frost in order to work against Blade. So it shows you that children will work against Christ. It is no world where, okay, we in a world where children exist, but they won't work against Christ. That's not true.